10 win at home for you guys.
Oh, yeah. It was a real big when we needed. We talked about all week how hard work we go so far. And we know we work so hard. And when the lights come on, you either do it or you don't. And today we did. I'm just proud of our team.
Coach, can you comment on getting your first Big Ten win at home?
Well, any win is good, but obviously when you're winning the conference against a good football program, it feels so much sweeter. I just think our players just had a great focus about them. I thought on Sunday when we came back, and I said this several times this week, I thought the energy coming off the bye week was tremendous, and it continued throughout the course of the week in our preparation, and they carried into the game.
David, what was different about this game from an offensive standpoint and different about you today?
Oh, man. I liked what Anthony said. He said it clicked, and it was nice. I missed some throws early, and then you see the catches D'Angelo made on the deep ball and in the goal line, and the one Cole and Danny. I mean, they made my job really easy today. JJ and Danny, the catches they made, it was like I was throwing it up there, and our guys were coming down with it. And Coach Shute drew up some nice plays to get the quarterback involved in the run game, and we kind of knew that was going to open up a little bit. Northwestern did it well too against them, so like Anthony said, it just clicked.
David, you were able to take advantage of some short field opportunities from those turnovers too. I mean, this really kind of was a team effort with the defense getting you the ball, and then you guys kind of finishing out, right?
Yeah, I think we ended up +5 in the turnovers, and we were talking about some statistics earlier in the week where your chances just skyrocket when you're plus in the turnover margin. And so when we had short fields on Garrett's fumble recovery and some of AB's interceptions, we punched it in this week, and that was different. We didn't settle for any field goals, so that was big for us.
For all of you, what did you see coming in that you thought you could be so physically push them around and accomplish what you did today, both sides of the ball? What did you see coming in on tape? You mentioned Northwestern a little bit, but...
Well, I thought we've been playing pretty physical all year. Probably weren't making as many plays as we were able to make earlier in the season. You just think if you can make some of those plays and play as physical as you can and play fast, that you'll have to give yourself some opportunity to be successful.
Anthony, was there anything that their quarterback was doing that you were picking up on, or the defensive backs were picking up on? Because it seemed like even when you didn't make interceptions, you guys were always around the ball today.
Today we went back to man coverage, and we just tested our technique, and we knew he was gonna throw one right to us because he was a young guy, he didn't play that much, so we knew we would get a couple chances today, and we made our plays when it came to us.
Okay, and D'Angelo, it seemed like you guys were trying to hit that long pass all day long. You just kept missing it. How did it feel to finally get it?
It felt pretty good. We talked about it all week. We felt like as a receiving core, we were better collectively than their secondary, so we wanted to push the ball downfield. In the first half, we weren't clicking as much. A couple plays I wanted to come down with, but I'm glad he had the confidence in me to keep coming to me.
Yeah, without it, and I'll throw it up there every time to him, and you like to get more than you miss, but him catching it was a great catch, and then getting the guy off him to go score from 80 yards or whatever was the best part about that entire play. So we're going to throw it and give our playmakers a chance to go get it for us.
For David and Darryl, Nebraska came down, took the second half kickoff and scored. For you guys to answer when so many times this year you haven't been able to answer, what was the key to answering that?
Well, you shake your head after that first series that they had out. We kicked the ball pretty well. They converted on a 3rd and short, and then they drove it down the field. But we did. I thought the offense responded well. Not only that drive, but the next couple of drives, they put some distance between them, gave you a little bit of breathing room, and the defense held them, and the offense came back and clicked. So it was good to be able to respond.
What happened in that drive that allowed you to go?
Yeah, we pretty much ended up telling Because we ran it a little bit to start the second half, and we hit some nice short passes that were turned into a little bit longer runs. But we told that offensive line, and they're as good as they are. Just we're going to run it behind you guys, and it's going to be on your shoulders. And they grabbed that by the handle and ran with it, and that's why we ended up scoring.
Garrett, tell us about your play. And are you disappointed you didn't score?
Not really. I'm glad I didn't score, honestly, because I was pretty tired. So, but it's not about me. I was just happy. I just happened to be in the right spot, and I just couldn't get there. But it's not about me. We got the dub. I didn't get the W. So it's all about them.
Jared, just assess the play of the defense today.
We were balling. I can't put it anywhere else. We were just doing our thing. It finally just clicked, like we all said. Coach puts us out there for a reason, and we just did our thing, and it finally clicked, and it's just going to keep going.
What was it that special teams was a net positive in a way that it hadn't been in some other close games?
Yeah, we talked all week about special teams and how important it would be in this football game. Especially, we thought we were going to have bad weather, but the weather was great. We thought the wind would be a factor. We thought the rain potentially could be a factor. But we challenged our guys last night to make 6 impact plays on special teams. And I'm not sure how many we made, but I thought we played physical on the kickoff coverage team. I thought we punted the ball exceptionally well. Had a couple returns on the kickoff that could have come out. We did have a fake field goal call, but we called it off because they didn't give us the right look. But we were trying to be aggressive in the special teams as well.
David, Markel didn't have a big game early, but you were able to go to him there on your last couple of drives. I think the one that went 6 minutes or whatever down to the 5-minute mark, and then obviously late. Just how important was it to be able to lean on him a little bit there in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, you see, you could tell when we saw the starters last night, and we had quite a few passes listed. He was wanting some early handoffs, and because we all like to get in our own little rhythm, and but we knew on that last drive, we knew running behind those 5 guys, and even in that triple tight end set we ran, that Markel was going to stick his nose in there and get what we needed, and that's essentially why we went for it on that 4th and 1 that could have changed the whole game. And I think we ran the same play 5 or 6 times in a row and just let Markel go to work.
Coach Hazel, you made the comment on Tuesday that your wide receivers had told you they wanted to get more involved in the game. Just what are your thoughts on how that played out? And then D'Angelo, just kind of what was the difference in this game, getting wide receivers more involved?
Yeah, they were accurate. We came off the Wisconsin game and probably should have involved those guys much more. So they had a concern that they should be involved, and I agreed with them. Our first 15 plays, I'd say probably 8 to 9 of them were pass plays to get those guys involved, and we got to get all these guys, running backs and tight ends and wide receivers, involved in the football game plan so we can keep people off balance.
Darryl, I think you mentioned earlier in the week about needing something to blow the lid off. And I know it's early, but potentially, could this be a blow the lid off type of victory?
Well, it'll certainly help, that's for sure. And like I told our guys in the locker room, it's about, from this point on, it's not about patting yourself on the back. It's about coming back to work tomorrow and getting ready for the next football game. That's how you build week in and week out. You don't, you don't satisfy, you're not complacent with the results of the day. You just keep moving forward.
Garrett, you've seen AB play for a couple of years here. You feel like he's the guy who's sort of capable of the kind of game he had today?
Absolutely. I expect him to do it the last 5 games, but why not? The rest of the season, I think the way we played today, that we just keep the confidence in us, and he has the confidence in himself. He can do anything he wants out there.
D'Angelo, just sum up David's day and what was different about him today.
I think he had a great day. I know we got to go back and assess the film, but from what I was seeing, I try to put the balls in the first half behind you, short-term memory. So as far as I see it, he hit me every single time.
Daryl, why was it important to involve his legs today in this plan?
Well, I think the previous films that we've seen of their defense, they were playing a lot of man coverage on third down, that nobody has the quarterback. He's the unassigned guy. And we knew that if we can create some seams and get guys running across the formation, guys turn their backs to him. That first play that he ran for a big one was big. That was a quarterback draw, and that was guys matched up well, and I didn't think he was going to score. He surprised me a little bit, but I was glad he did.
I was going to ask about that. Go ahead.
It's a good thing we have the scoreboard in the south end zone because I could see those guys chasing me. If I would have been running the other direction, I don't think I would have scored either.
David, is this playing to your strengths today, getting outside the pocket and making plays and using your legs a little bit more?
Honestly, I'm just the point guard for these guys, and that's my job here at Purdue is to get these playmakers the ball, to lead the troops, to be the commander of the offense. And if it's throwing it or running it, whatever the team needs for me is what's going to happen. Whatever Coach Shoup thinks is best, whatever Coach Hazel needs, game management-wise, is what's going to come out of me. And if it's throwing it deep to Yancey or handing it off to Markel, it's not going to change.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.